Hello, everyone. For this leadership praxis number 3 assignment, I want to tell you that, as the kids would say, my grandkids and younger people would say, mind blown. I just wanted to share with you that as I have gone down the path to look further at artificial intelligence and the use of Chat GPT, I have been I was just amazed at what I have found. So the history of this is that educators have been talking, especially in the past 6 months to a year, about artificial intelligence and the pros and cons of our students now using Chat GPT. And with that, I wanted to create a new, different assignment for leadership praxis number 3 than the one we had used in the past couple of years. So, looking at AI, I want to share what I found and make sure that you also have an experience in utilizing AI, at least for teaching learning strategies. And AI, perhaps, use of AI as a nurse leader. So, some of this information is found on your grading rubric for this leadership praxis, but as Watson and Sitzman say, it's important to remind ourselves that evidence does take many forms. There's a difference between data and information, knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. I love that quote. And further, the authors are focused on the importance of suspending judgment and cultivating curiosity as a method for caring decision making. So I was cultivating my curiosity as I went through this practice. So this assignment is asking us to integrate AI into a cohesive, holistic picture of the event of interest. So in this case, the event of interest is mitigating burnout and compassion fatigue in the nurses that we lead. And we're really focused this learning unit on 2 of the Caritas processes. The 6th is using creative solution seeking. So for this assignment, you can focus on those 3 words. And the 7th is sharing, teaching and learning that addresses individual needs and comprehension styles. So you have the instructions, and the first step that you're doing is getting on OpenAI and registering for Chat GPT 3.5. I did the same thing. And then for my first prompt, they call it a prompt, but in Chat GPT, they show, send a message box. I wrote in, create an assignment. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Creating an assignment for nurse managers on ways to reduce burnout in their staff. Almost immediately, this is what came up. And it has an assignment, strategies to reduce burnout. I'll let you slow down the video if you want to read through, but it had really some good information the way it was presented. And so I'm looking at this going, oh my goodness, this is really neat, but it's really not integrating holistic nursing or integrative nursing principles. So there's different strategies, explanation, how to implement examples. So I'm really mind blown, right? So then I changed the prompt. I said, well, creating an assignment. Now I just typed this in. It took me 2 minutes from start to this point. Create an assignment for nurse managers on ways to reduce burnout in their staff by applying Gene Watson's theory of caring science. And received this. Mind blown. Assignment is here's the introduction, parts to this assignment, and you will note what is highlighted I took from Chat GPT, and I integrated these pieces into your current assignment. And that's the thing with ChatGPT. We need to cite ChatGPT as our source of information. Educators, students, nurses alike. So, and I figured, well, we have gone over Gene Watson's theory of science. We have other learning assignments. Here is what I want to make sure that everyone can, define burnout, what are the symptoms, and then provide examples of how nurse managers can encourage staff to practice presence, mindfulness, and authentic relationships. ChatGPT pulled this beautifully. I used it in your assignment. Collaborative care, I used this in your assignment. So it kept going on, but I used those pieces. Then I thought, well, for graduate students, we have to use APA citation. Here's my new prompt. Using APA citation, write a 2-page paper on mitigating nurse burnout. And I got this. Mind blown. Some really quality information. Now, would you use the sentence? No. So you got to change a few things. But looking at it, there's some really good information. It has in-text citation, but you're going to start to see one of the weaknesses, especially for scholarly writing, is the outdating of source. ChatGPT isn't accessing databases from libraries. It's not. It's using mostly available information now available on the internet, open source. But oh my gosh, they even referenced it correctly. So if you look at that, I'm wondering if your mind is blown as well. So it isn't essential that we talk about teaching and learning, and is this tool going to be helpful for nurse leaders in helping those that they lead? So check out your syllabus for how to cite ChatGPT. It's in your syllabus, and it's from our library's website. And I want you to know how I went about putting this assignment together, my experience, and in your discussion board, I'm going to ask you to share your experience using ChatGPT to complete this assignment.